every once in a while, a person needs a boost of confidence. And fragrances are a great way to do that. There are obviously plenty of fragrances that are very powerful, very kind of inspiring, and indeed confidence boosting. And usually those fragrances, that can be anything, but often they're very kind of bold and straightforward. So, on my short list here, I'll begin with a relatively modern option, which is Dolce & Gabbana The One for women. This is a really good option because it's modern, it's very kind of present, but at the same time it's unique. It's not like every other fragrance, on the market. It has some unique florals, but it also has this very unique warmth and heaviness that a lot of feminine fragrances don't have these days. So that definitely helps it stand out. It's bold, but it's not too bold. So if you don't want to overpower the room, this is a really good option. It's also a good daytime and evening fragrance, so it's very versatile. And it also lasts a long time. It's kind of an oriental floral. You can use it pretty much anytime, anywhere. It's good for everything. And it's what comes to mind for me when I think of a confident sort of fragrance, especially modern fragrance. Now, if you want something a little bit older, you can opt for Coco, this small sample that I have from Chanel. This is one of my favorites because it's this very spicy, it came out in the 1980s, this very spicy, strong, super bold fragrance. It's definitely, it stands out even more because, especially today, because it's definitely not like, you could tell it's not a modern fragrance, but that doesn't make it a bad thing. I would say that kind of, actually makes it a good thing. It's more unique. It has a history. It's still from Chanel, so it's a very high quality product. And the spices, mainly cloves, mixed with the florals that it has, is super, grounding, super strong, and no one could ignore this fragrance. It's super just attractive in general. So definitely, if you want to attract attention, be embodied by confidence, then Coco is a very good option. And in a similar vein, more modern, is Baccarat Rouge 540. This is, everyone knows Baccarat Rouge 540. It's a classic, even though it's not really that old. I think it's probably 7-ish years old. I don't know exactly, but super luxurious sort of fragrance. When you wear it, you're sure of yourself. You know what you want. You know how the day is gonna go. You know everything that you need to know when you wear this fragrance. It's unique because it's very, very strong, but not in a kind of spicy or musky way. It's primarily a sweet fragrance, mixed with a little bit of saffron, some very light kind of musk notes, but in general quite sweet and very, very potent. Definitely you could easily, if you're not careful, you could put too much on and just drown out the room in Baccarat Rouge. So you don't even have to put on a lot to have this amazing projection, this presence, that everyone will notice. So that's a very, very good choice if you want something ultra luxury. It's more on the expensive side because of that, but it's also very finely crafted, French perfume. So definitely great choice. You can't really go wrong with that. Then classic choice is Chanel No. 5. This is the most classic of all confidence fragrances. It came out in 1921. It was an immediate hit. It's still popular today. It's always been popular. And it's always been associated with class, elegance, and luxury. And it's a great fragrance. It's primarily a floral fragrance mixed with aldehydes with a little bit of musk and civet to kind of warm it up, make it unique. And again, this is another one you can't go wrong with, a classic French perfume, and in general, the projection is great, longevity is great, super confident, super just, this is a more kind of a sophisticated sort of fragrance, thought out and well-rounded. So again, you can't go wrong with that one. Then also another gem from the 1920s is Shalimar by Guerlain. This is kind of on a similar level as Coco in the fact that it's super spicy and super strong. Definitely a very strong projector, very good longevity. And this is one of the boldest fragrances you can get if you really want to, show off your confidence. You need a serious boost. Shalimar's going to get the job done because it's loaded with smoky incense notes, spiciness, some florals like rose, and then also a little bit of citrus. And then there's also these really delicious wood notes, and overall this just thick, heavy kind of presence. Super powerful fragrance. Definitely is a good choice if you want to make a statement, if you want to be noticed, because you can't ignore Shalimar. It's just in your face. So those are my top picks for confidence boosting fragrances. If you have any opinions about them, you can leave a comment down below. If you like the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.